Hi, this is James Hickey, and I'd like to discuss an application I made for a self-directed study course during my time at Nova Scotia Community College. And first thing I want to do is show you the application and what it does, and then go through some slides and discuss some of the things I learned along the way. Alright, welcome to my application. You can see it right here. It's Friend Mapper. So when I open it up, it will log me into my Facebook account, grab all my friends, and there we go. So basically what happened is my application already knows if you're logged into Facebook. It gets all of your friends' information and loads it up. And what happens is you can choose to open a map and you can see where all your friends live. And I'll show you that in a moment. First thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the contact list. So it is basically just a list with all of your friends. Normally this, where it says location is private, that would actually have the city or town of where that person says they live. And I also have a real-time search, so as you type you can narrow down your search. So let's say we wanted to see where Dr. Craig Evans lives, which is not so private because he's a professor at Acadia University. If I wanted to see where he's located on a map, I could do that and bring up Google Maps. Or if I wanted to see his Facebook page, I could do that and open up a browser. I'd want to log in to Facebook to see all of his information. Alright, so let's take a look at how the map works. So you can see all of my friends are being loaded and they're being placed on the city or town in which they specified they live. So you can see my location is being tracked. When we zoom in there, you can see I'm the blue dot. Now, I have a little radar here, and you can pick a different radius. And depending on the radius and where you are, certain friends will be selected. So you can see anyone within the radius is selected, anyone who is not selected. So you can see the difference there. Now what this is useful for is if you're traveling and you want to send a message to just those people who are in the same town as you or within a certain vicinity, you can choose your radius and then hit the send button. So this will automatically bring up the Facebook application, or at least this part of it, and automatically add those people who are within the radius that you specified. So you can send a message to them, say, hey, you can go for a coffee or whatever you want to do. So here are some of the things that I learned during my time developing this Android application. The reason why I picked Android development is because Android is the majority market in the mobile sector, and also being able to integrate the Facebook stuff with the Google stuff and the Android stuff, being able to take all these different technologies and put them together is a very good skill to have, very good skill to learn. And I used Android Studio, so I had to learn how to use that, and it's a fantastic tool. I also had to learn things like the Android lifecycle, which is quite different than, let's say, a Windows program. And then I had to learn a bunch of advanced stuff to be able to download all of the Facebook pictures and grab all of the Facebook information and then be able to process that very efficiently. And SQLite, which is a database, I had to use that, integrate it with my app, and that was basically to store all of the Facebook friends information. And of course all the Google stuff and all the Facebook stuff, I had to learn all of the individual parts. So what worked according to plan? Basically all of the Android stuff is very well documented. All of the Google stuff is very well documented, so that was very easy to use. And On the flip side, the Facebook SDK I found was not very well documented. There was a lot of documentation, but specifically for Android it wasn't very good. So I had to do a lot of searching for specific problems that I had. And then of course there were a few other things that I had to work through. And notably, one of the things that I wish I would have known sooner was Genymotion, which is an Android emulator which lets me play around with an Android device on my computer. But specifically Genymotion is very, very fast and it's very easy to use.